Hi, I'm not going to edit this or anything. This is a pop-up reading. Feels very necessary. We're going to be using the animal spirit to clarify what this energy is about. Yeah, vulture. Let's see what comes out. But vultures. Okay. And then I'm going to move into the tarot, the wild unknown. And if I need to, I have clarifying cute little mini deck here. Okay. Let's see. Yep, another card of like purification. Like spirit is, there's an old proverb, clearing out the dross. That's what's happening here. Clearing out the like reptilians, if you want to put it that way. Not saying I don't like reptiles, I mean reptilians. Two different things. Let's see. Let's get an energy read on what's going on here from the animals. The animals we can trust. The animals are just what they are at face value. They're not like human beings. All right, when I look at this, I'm going to take off the glasses. 1, 2, 3. It's a scorpion. You could be a Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or not, just scorpionic themes, which is exactly what we're dealing with in this reading. Yeah. So, with the nectar at the bottom of the deck, well, with the hummingbird, it's like I'm seeing you as this energy where you have your tail up like this, ready to sting. This could be metaphorically like you're done with some sort of a situation, or this could be like you have your defenses up against a person, because I'm seeing like the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Wands. We'll see what comes out in the tarot. This message is not going to be for everybody. Oh, you're so negative. You know what's negative? Your frequency, because you're pretending to be this love and light person when in reality, when the shit really hits the fan, where are you? You're actually a defeatist, right? This is the energy. This is not you. Maybe it's you. You know what I'm saying? Love and light. I don't know who's watching. Stingray. Who I'm talking to, my querent, you're trying to align your chakras. You're going through a very intensive process of shadow work here. You're trying to become more confident. You're trying to speak your voice with a nightingale, another bird. It's like we have these two birds, right? There are, and this is good and bad. This hummingbird is going to seek its nectar, right? But if it's coming to seek its nectar, look, they're even facing each other. If it's coming to seek its nectar from you, that's a different thing than if it's getting its nectar the natural way. There's something unnatural about what's going on, right? You have been working on your chakras, specifically the throat. One moment. I'm not editing this, love and light. Sorry. Yeah, they're having me bring in the big boys, and I said that on my last reading that I will link. So first of all, let's bring in the rainbow scarf, right? Second of all, what I was going to say about opening the chakra system, the entire system, your guides have been working with you chakra by chakra, even if you don't believe in chakras and shit. I don't even know if I fully believe. I like the modality. I believe we live in a universe of modalities, right? I believe, or technologies, if you want to put them that way. So even if your guides are like, hey, every Wednesday, let's go for a walk in the park, that could be balancing this green heart chakra, getting you connected with your heart again, your own desires, your own self, and the only time you can feel that way fully is when you're walking through the trees and you're hearing the rustling sound of the leaves under your feet and you're seeing your dog and everything feels right in the world as you see that glimmer of light come through the rustling branches. And you sit down and you write for a while and you find your rock, the perfect rock, not one that's too sharp, but one that's almost like a seat created just for you in the wilderness, sitting there with your leather-bound book writing poetry about your day. Now your guides might not come in and say, hello, hi, we're your guides. You might not even know you're talking to guides, right? I used to think it was just the Holy Spirit, and I'll talk about that another day. I've communed with my guides since I was a child, but I didn't know that until very recently, that it wasn't just this, because I would say something and a voice would talk back to me every single time throughout my entire life. But in the Christian paradigm, they don't believe in guides. They don't even believe that you should talk to angels necessarily. They're very closed-minded, very dogmatic. That could be some of what you're dealing with here. Hence my the craving, the primal craving to add a little rainbow scarf to what I'm saying here, right? Because it's not just about being queer, it's about being different, it's about being other. Your guides have been balancing your chakras. I'm gonna get back to what I was saying about the throat. I'll get there, and then we're gonna get some tarot. Anyone else have a Leo Venus in the house? Your guides have been balancing these chakras, and like I said, it doesn't have to be like, hi, we're balancing the heart chakra today. We're going to bring you out to the woods and balance the heart chakra and stuff. You could be a mother effing atheist, dude. Do you know what I'm saying? Just anyways, let's keep an open mind, eagle eye, bird's eye view. Life is not just about us and our little made up things that we think is the ultimate truth. I don't abide by any of that. I left the Christian church for a reason, right? Even in the New Age world, I find myself feeling, levels of repulsion from time to time because it flashes me back to Nam with my PTSD, with the organized religion. Just a different font sometimes, not always, much more open-minded here, so thank you for that. Just saying. Let's always remember to think for ourselves. Keep an open mind. That's part of what your guides are trying to teach you. And that's what's going to bring us to that throat chakra. But one more thing. The reason why your guides have been working on this with you, you could have been in hermit mode for a while with the turtle, who I'm speaking to here, because they were getting you out of these tricky webs, these tricky tentacles that were wrapping themselves around you in this Neptunian energy. Could have been soul contracts, could have been things from past lives that you have been breaking, aligning your chakras for the purpose of this phoenix rising from the ashes energy. And you're almost there, is what I'm hearing. So the main chakra that is being highlighted today is this blue one here. Funny, I'm wearing a blue shirt. Didn't even connect to that. It's the exact color of my shirt. This blue, it's the throat. I'm hearing you win some, you lose some. it's fine to lose the battle to win the war, right? We don't have to win every argument with people that we disagree with. In fact, I would question, is it worth your time? Because some of the great gurus throughout time of all different religions, of all different schools of thought, even musicians, poets, painters, right? It doesn't always have to just be like these theological, philosophical types with a long beard. This could be hippie Joel down the block that just sitting out on his front porch smoking a blunt every goddamn day. You see this dude, he doesn't even like have a job, and then the one day, taking his hand out of that bag of hot Cheetos, red fingers glistening in the sun, and he looks at you and says, "Hey pal, I think you got something to say." And just the way it lands, it does something that day, and something unlocks in the throat. Because it wasn't that man speaking to you. Or was it? We do have angels in disguise. Just saying, just a thought. But it was probably one of your guides speaking through this man. The words filled with light codes from generations upon generations hit you, boom, unlocked the throat. Because you have something important to say. And it's like a treasure chest of valuable, I'm hearing trophies. It's like you have achievements that maybe were not recognized in the 3D world matrix, quote unquote reality. But is it really reality? Ever seen the movie The Matrix? Is it really that if he went back to the delusion, it was a delusion is the point of the movie. The point of the movie is that we're living in a form of a dream or a delusion. So before I get tarot, let's just use this Moldavite. Right. You know what? Let's just do the whole system real quick here with the stingray energy. Imagine this going over each one of your chakras. Ready? Start with the crown. Crown chakra. Third eye. Throat. Heart. Solar plexus. Solar plexus, if you couldn't hear me because I'm away from my microphone. I guess we're staying a little bit on that, hence the yellow background. We've been doing solar plexus this month. Sometimes your guides do things behind the scenes like that, using color, messages, sounds, memories. Like, I'm staying on the solar plexus for a minute here because we need all the confidence we can get, especially if we have to speak about controversial things, right? It's kind of like those ab muscles, like when you do crunches. It's that area right there. That's where the power comes from. That's that resolve, right? Sometimes the guides are doing things behind the scenes for you, building you up without you even understanding. It's kind of like a wax on, wax off. All right. All right. Sacral chakra. Sacral chakra. This is your creativity center. This is your sexuality. This is your essence from the core of who you are. Some of the greatest works, paintings, songs, buildings ever constructed, ideas have come out of the sacral chakra. And then finally, the root chakra. And this is what makes us feel grounded and connected to the earth, like that hike we talked about earlier. Yes. So all the way through. All right. Moment of gratitude. Little selenite over the thoughts for the overactive mind. And then finally to blast out any illusions, any opportunists, any narcissistic frequencies, any entities that want to drain you for all you have. See this bright light here? It's like they're drawn to this. They're drawn to this. This is, you're not naturally somebody who wants to sting people. But this is what you've had to become in order to protect yourself and protect your light. That's what this reading is really about. It's people wanting to use you and slurp. And I love this card, actually. It's just coming through in a funny way today. It's like they want to drain you of all your color. See how this scorpion doesn't have any color anymore? It's like this is like an energy, vampire energy. It's a vampiric past life energy is what I'm hearing. That's why they've had you cloaking up in this hermit sort of energy here. You know, in terms of like, if you want to say signs, it's kind of interesting because I look at this as like a Virgo. I look at this as a Scorpio. I look at this. I kind of look at this as kind of like the Page of Swords. So this is kind of like a Gemini-ish energy. So we have Mercury here, a lot of Mercury, and a lot of like Neptunian energy here with like the Pisces and the depths of the ocean with the Scorpionic and the 8th house and the 12th house and past life contracts. And it's like all of this that you've been doing, this balancing of the chakras, even if it's not what we traditionally talk about like in the New Age realms. Like I said, don't underestimate anything you're being led to do right now because it could save you 10 years of therapy. That's what I'm hearing. Whatever your guides are telling you to do, and I'm not a doctor, disclaimer, don't think that anyone should avoid therapy in any way, especially if you need it. I'm somebody who's gone to therapy and I believe in therapy. All right, just saying. It's just the turn, you know. One more thing, and then we're going to move to the cards. This message is not for everyone. This is Dragon's Blood. This is a heavy hitter. We got to hit this. We got to get rid of this energy that's blocking you from being able to use your voice. Or it doesn't even have to be voice. It can even be like writing, like how I said with that Page of Swords energy. Some sort of communication. It could even be through creativity. It could be through dance. It's a communication, though. You're communicating ideas, and some of them may be highly controversial, which is why we have the Dragon's Blood Sage out. Some of you work with dragons, I'm getting. We have the dragon card here. Oh, for some reason, I put it back in the deck, but I had that dragon card caught my eye, and it's this one on the front of the deck that came out earlier. All right. Little more, then we're going to move to the tarot. And presto. Just like that. I'm hearing that song, When I Move, You Move. Just like that. Somebody wanted you to say, and nothing against this song, somebody wanted to say jump and for you to say how high. This sounds like a narcissistic dynamic. It sounds like, but it's spiritual, guys. It's not always just like, this is a narcissist. My ex is a narcissist. And I'm not making fun of I'm not making fun of us, right? Every single thing that I have ever said on this channel, I have also gone through. I don't ever give advice on anything that I have not personally overcome like multiple times, because I'm a Virgo stellium. I'm a perfectionist. Even if I study something for 3 straight years and many people have told me I'm great at it and this and that, still in my head, I'm like, but I need that 5-year mark to be considered like I know what I'm saying in my mind. Just for those of you wondering. Anyways, all right. Again, we're using the Wild Tarot. See, speaking my mind like that, my heart's like pounding. It's like you might feel like you have to stand up for yourself. Look, these are upside down. This deck is upside down. I didn't mean for that to happen, but look, this is the 7 of Wands. This is a card of defense, like I was talking about with that. It even looks like that Scorpio energy. Or I'm saying Scorpio. It looks like the Scorpion, doesn't it? With the light. You're the light. You're a bringer of light. You're like a lighthouse. You shine light in the darkness as well, where people... For some of you, your whole life is not what you thought it was. Okay? This is a deep-ass message with the 6 of Cups. This always reminds me of like a family tree. One time my Aunt Sandy put together this entire family lineage, like genealogy book, like way back, long before I was born, and it was so fascinating, and I'm seeing that here. Spirit wants to emphasize, your guides want to emphasize your ancestors, because I'm seeing people right now that I don't know in the room. And thank you for accompanying the message. Thank you for being part of this work. I'm hearing somebody say, like, yeah, I want to reach my son. I want to reach my daughter. There are things I wish that I could have said, but I didn't. That's for someone. They're proud of you. And for many of you, you are breakers of these negative cycles and patterns in the family line, generation after generation after generation. There's a knock at the door. Since this is the London Eye, that might be significant for some of you. I put out an album called Ferris Wheel years ago. And I've always loved Ferris wheels. And basically the point of the album is to talk about the cycles, the karmic ones, that is. So let's see what we have here. This is very deep for many of you. Some of you thought that you were just too different. You were just too other, and that's why you didn't have it normal in school. That's why you didn't get the dream girl or the dream job or like the dream husband, or things didn't work out the way that you thought, and you made all these so-called mistakes. But are they really mistakes, or are they lessons? And lessons, even that word, you know what I'm saying? I just sometimes, some of these words that we hold in the spiritual community, just because I'm a bitter old, yeah, see, exactly. Father of Swords, that I spent all these years studying Christian theology, and then I had a spiritual awakening, and I was just like, there are parts that are true, and there's a lot that's not. Let's just put it that way. So now it makes me a little bit more critical. Yeah. When you go through something, 3 through 3, when I just said that. when you go through something, it's like the Empress, you know how she has all of the stars on her head of the zodiac. It's like some of you could be 12th house, like I have a 12th house stellium, like you understand your past lives. Some of you, you've looked into that and you know that you're here for like a specific divine purpose. So a lot of you are just like, you're just like, yeah, I'm good. You know, hit me with the hard stuff, because I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to be in alignment, I want to, your star seeds, you know, you want to do what you came here to do, right? What you came here to do. Three cards. I'm going to get this message out, so bear with me. Card number 1, I'm not going to look at that. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There's something your guides haven't let you look at. It's like they're only showing you the back of the card. You have it here. You have the secret card. You have the secret formula. You have Plankton's secret formula, right? But they're not letting you look at it. Or Mr. Krabs, whatever. There is something here that they purposely have not let you see, and you've been searching for the answers. So for a lot of you, it's like being at that standstill caused you to go within, looking for how can I see what's underneath this card. Funny that it's the 8 of Swords, right? Because they're not letting you see it, because I'm hearing, I gotta see it to believe it. They want you to walk by faith and not by sight. That every single thing that you knew since you were a child is not only true, but it's even more true. Look, I'm even wearing blue in this picture. Some of you are here to be speakers, and I'm one of them. So that's why I'm giving you this message. And like I said, speak. What is speaking? Speaking is expression. The ETs don't even need to talk. They work on such a high level of consciousness that they can just thought emit, and there's an understanding. They think that we use too many words. And I'm a writer, so I love words, but I'm saying in terms of technology, they think we're going real slow. We're on dial-up internet right now, according to them. All right, so this 10 of Pentacles is whatever is under this first card. It's this 10 of Pentacles, right? It has to do with the 10 of Pentacles. And what's the 10 of Pentacles? It's your life lived. It's your life that you are destined to live. Yeah, a lot of you have been meditating, looking for answers. You've had to be in a highly defensive stance. You've been trying to kind of fly over the storms right now. You know, being real cloaked up here. People, you know, you could have like haters with the hyena making fun of you. You know, trolls, whatever. Right? So let's get going. What is this mystery card? Ready? 3, 2, 1. It's the Tower. And this is why they didn't want to show you this. Because in order to build to this level of like an empire, a dynasty, and it doesn't have to be literal. It can just be you build yourself up into like an ascended master. Let's just put it that way. Because this is a very deep spiritual message in the 10 of Pentacles. It's not just like money. It's like all aspects of life. This symbol here. And I can't remember all the Hebrew words for what each one is. I learned it at one point from my first tarot teacher. Yeah. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Each one holds significance. It's not just about money, right? The reason why they've wanted you to go through this process of like hermiting away so that you can balance the chakras to prepare for what this is, because there may be a lot of changes that are required, because I'm seeing a wrecking ball come in. I came in like a wrecking ball. It's like it's coming in to like break down your whole life. And you know what? That's the fool's journey. Right? That's happened to me multiple times, but it happened to me the biggest back in 2021 when my entire Christian faith deconstructed and I left my Christian ministry that I built from the ground up. I thought that was going to be my path forevermore. My entire life perception of reality came crumbling down. And to be honest with you, I've been picking up the pieces for the past like 3 years. Right? So I'm not saying like, oh, this is going to be easy. I'm saying, do you want this 10 of Pentacles? Because this is the dream. And it's not just like, oh, this is the dream. I want like an amazing like pool in my backyard. It's like, we're in a dream, right? We're actually in a dream. We're here to get something done. Because when we pass back to the other side, we're going to be like, damn it. I did it again. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I don't want that to be me. Right? And I know there's at least a few way out in the back. Praise the Lord. That have that same amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me sort of backgrounds, right? All right, card number 2 is the Ace of Swords. If this was any other card, but it's a card of speaking. And I feel like some of us in this collective, including myself, have tried to run away from what we are destined to do, to say. Because look, this is tower energy. It's literally like the same shape and everything. Like this is part of why it's a tower as well. Not just because your whole life's gonna fall apart so that you can rebuild, which is part of it. To rebuild the ruined cities, Isaiah 61, right? We are here to raise the vibration of this planet. We are here to be rebuilders and builders. We're not here to just break down. We're here to break down so that it can be rebuilt. And that's on a micro and a macro, and it's going to start with you. It's going to start on the micro, right? You're here, throat chakra, to speak and to demonstrate and to exhibit. Some of you may even put on like exhibitions. I'm seeing art. Card number 3 is the 9 of Cups, and this is your true wish fulfillment, right? Because this is a card of emotional fulfillment. Like, you know how people say like, oh, I do it for the kids, and they mean it with all their heart. Like, oh, you know, I love helping those animals, like Chelsea Gomez. Rock on, Chelsea. I'm a big fan of her. I think she has a beautiful heart. She's a Sagittarius, just like my brother Mitch was, who passed away from an overdose. You think I thought that my brother, that I loved, that people called us twins all my life because we were so similar. He was a Sagittarius with a Virgo moon. You think I thought he was going to die like that at 27 years old? You know, that's a tower too. And there are things in life that are going to get in your way. And that's why you've been in this stance. There are things in life that are going to happen that are going to make you feel like you always have to be on the defense. Like the next shoe is going to drop. The next bad thing's going to be around the corner. The boogeyman is under the bed. But this is the reality. This has made you resilient and observant. Everything. It's like these cups, these 9 cups, they're filled with tears. They're filled with tears. But you wouldn't want it any other way. Because you're here to actually do something important, and that's not always easy. But it's your highest calling. I don't think we need clarifiers. What's on the bottom of the deck here? Yeah, the interconnectedness between us all. This reminds me of Cat's Cradle. It's like we are all connected on this similar path, a similar journey. It's a network. It's a spiritual astral network that connects us as the collective. We're all working on our own piece of the puzzle. We're all working on our own part of the mural. And then when we all step back collectively and we look at the beautiful mural that we've all painted together, that's the Nine of Cups. That's fulfillment, right? That is the Ten of Pentacles. This is like a non-profit organization. This is like the family of God, you know, of the divine. This is like the high vibrational version of what it means to be human, with morals, with dignity, with honor, with truth. With truth, authenticity, not trying to pretend like everything's love and light all the time when really it's a tower. The true light shines brightest in the darkness. And that's Scorpio. That's what Scorpio understands. That's what the 8th house understands. That's what death and rebirth really is. You have to die to be reborn. Phoenix. Remember, we had that phoenix before. Something has to come crashing down so that it can be reborn. But it can be as subtle as the changing of the seasons. Do we cry every single time it goes from summer to fall? Fall is my favorite season. I literally have a background on my phone right now that's beautiful orange, yellow, red fall leaves in front of a beautiful river in the mountains as my wallpaper on my phone. I cry tears of joy when the leaves begin to change and die, because we know that the time will come when we're born again. And that's what Jesus really meant by that. The man asked Jesus in the night, the Pharisee. All his friends were against Jesus and thought that he was a sorcerer and a witch and he worked with the devil. So this man came to him by night and he said, "Master, tell me what's true. What's really true?" And Jesus talked to him about being born again. He said, "Master, how can I go back into my mother's womb and be born again?" And Jesus explained to him that it's a rebirth of the heart, of the soul. And that's what we're experiencing here today. I love you guys. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. And I'll see you on the next episode of the Metamystic Show. I know this one was a little bit lo-fi, but I'm still going to post it up on my podcast, so you can listen to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. This was just a pop-up. If I feel like I need to give a message out before the time comes, I'm just going to do that. So this was for who it's for, and I love all you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support, your love, your daily comments. I pray for you guys. I love you guys. And remember, we're in this together. See you next time.